Actually dealing with some technical issues out at the transmitter site this morning. The power is off in that area, at least south of Jackson, and we did confirm that with our Main Street TV crew because they have Jennifer is we can smell her all the way down here.
That's what that is. I thought it smelled kind of devilish in here.
But also joining us in the studio is Big Papa JW this morning.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
And so we're going to, well, before we get to it, we're actually going to settle, we got a couple of disputes going on this morning. First off, we're still trying to figure out and know why they're called deviled eggs instead of
angel eggs.
Angel eggs, or what? Like I said, I working in a church, I've been told they're called. Don't you call those deviled eggs? They're angel eggs.
Jennifer's got to know this answer.
So,
is it because they're devilishly good?
I think so.
Yeah.
So now I've heard that you can fry them up too, and they're even better. Supposedly, they make fried deviled eggs. Which
I've never tried a fried
batter them and
egg.
fry them. I guess you can batter and fry just about anything these days. But Porterhouse, you've come across. We've asked Siri about every single question we can to try to figure it out.
We finally came across an absolute solid concrete answer. It has nothing to do with the smell that passes through.
I beg to differ.
That's good to know. Thanks.
But we were on the right track whenever we said originally. Traditionally, what we know as deviled eggs with the mayonnaise and mustard and things like that.
I don't like it, dude.
Oh, I love it.
Not a fan.
Well, obviously, back
mayonnaise.
in Greek times and things like that, they were really spiced up. They put a lot more seasoning in them than what we do these days, and that's why they were called deviled eggs, because they had a high heat content whenever you would eat them.
Is that why you
Kinda
should
like
make it
buffalo
with like spicy brown mustard instead of regular
Might give it a try.
yellow mustard?
I like mine kind of sweet, though, you know?
Just stick your finger in it.
The best way, the best way to eat a deviled
because you put sugar or Splenda or something like that in it.
I still think the best way to eat a deviled egg is you reach down in the package, you get one, you walk right over to the trash can, and you drop it in the trash can. You're good to go. So that's the best way to eat deviled eggs.
They're a personal favorite of mine too. I'm not gonna lie.
Can't do it. I love eggs, just not deviled eggs.
Well, I tell you what. From deviled eggs, we've solved the mystery of that. Now
we're going to solve our second mystery.
Our second mystery that we've been plagued with is this tantalizing new drink that comes from G&J Pepsi and
the Pepsi Corporation. Our local bottler here is G&J Pepsi.
Yeah, well,
so.
I was getting to that.
Okay, sorry.
By way of, you just gotta follow the road. But anyway, we got the new Nitro Pepsi. I've heard all the commercials. I've heard all the commotion. The only thing that I haven't done is taste tested it for myself.
So I was fortunate enough to do what many people in this area do on the weekend. I went to Big Lots because they were 20% off.
Always got to find the discount.
You got it. So while I was there, I saw Nitro Pepsi, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I need to pick this up and bring it in. And we've been talking about it anyway, so This is a perfect opportunity. So I will admit I have already taste tested it. I will have a little bit of it, but I think what's interesting about it is I'm going to go ahead and open a can here, because it's always so good to do a taste test like this on the radio. It's a perfect place.
You can see it so well.
You're gonna hear
that's why we're videoing it.
Here we go.
Dude, that's wicked.
That was bad.
That is amazing. Just the sound right there is like.
I wish we had an instant replay for the sound alone, man. That was cool.
Now watch. See the bubbles? It's all about the bubbles. You're supposed to be able to turn the can completely upside down, they said on that pour.
Well, my hands are shaking.
All right, pour me a little bit. I want to try it.
I poured way too much in that, so apparently I'm going to open at least two. Oh, see, here's the
look
part
at that. Yeah. Look at that.
And that was why
my
daughter had to split open one of the cans, and because it's still full of foam.
Foam, okay. What is that?
So,
man.
Anyway, who wants a really full one? You love Pepsi,
I
right?
love Pepsi, man. Me and Pepsi are like best friends. You got to smell it. Now, remember I told you got to smell it.
I love that sound.
Oh, yeah, there's another one.
And then you got to stick your finger in. Oh. Always.
Here we go.
All right, we're going to try this.
We're making the pour.
Wow.
All right. Well, I've got 3 cups, and I don't believe I have COVID, so if anybody wants to drink some of it.
All right, here we go.
Kind of.
So yeah, look at the. I mean, it's got
smooth.
It's got a nice head on the front, on top of it, almost like you'd find if you were.
It should taste like.
It does look like beer. it's smooth and it's creamy and it's kind of easy to drink.
It really is. I mean, it does have. I mean, it's got the same flavor, almost the same flavor, but
it's just kind of a creamier Pepsi.
Yeah, it does have a little bit creamier flavor to it. It's just.
So here's my thing with it. So I keep thinking, the problem I have is that it's like you're going out, you're going to a bar or something, and you want to have a rum and Coke, and you might have a rum and Pepsi, but this would be good because then it's kind of like having a beer at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you actually broke open the can.
Yeah, I did break open the can.
And we'll get a picture of that. And in the bottom of the can is actually, like an actuator type thing that probably helps to release. Is that what they call it? A widget. So similar to what you'd find like in a Guinness,
right.
When you open up a can of Guinness, because generally you don't think of, a Guinness coming out of a can, but nice form.
It makes you burp.
Good thing we're on the stream there. So,
like I said, this is by far the best hour of radio we've ever done.
Now I tell you this is good. Now I want to try the vanilla because they have two versions of it. They have the Nitro Pepsi and they have the Nitro Pepsi Vanilla.
Oh, okay.
And so I may have to grab one of the vanilla Pepsis, and although sometimes the vanilla is a little strong, but I don't know. As smooth as this is good. This is real good.
I think the only thing that I would say about it is I think we tore the prices off of it, but it is it's not exactly on the inexpensive side.
That's okay.
Well, of course not. It's smooth, it's creamy, and it's easy to drink. It's Nitro Pepsi.
Have you been recording commercials
This
for
commercial
this
brought
already?
to you by G&J Pepsi, your local Pepsi bottler. So, no, but
Oh, it's good.
I like it. I would drink it.
Yeah, I would too.
Oh, yeah.
That's half the problem is that those of us who are type 2
come out with
probably
a zero.
shouldn't drink a whole bunch of it.
Why are you in a diabetic coma this afternoon? Well, I drank 2 Nitro Pepsis.
2 Nitro Pepsis, and I followed it with a Red Bull.
Oh. I don't know. So anyway, what else? What else of nothing are we going to talk about this morning? So,
Well, I knew you had at least one listener because I had the app on earlier,
Yeah,
but now that I'm in here,
By the way, keep
That
spreading
was
the
two
wave.
because Jennifer was listening to
that's good.
Now we have no
Yeah,
listeners.
so they're here now, so we're doing it live. So we're talking to ourselves, which is not that hard. I mean,
It's actually kind of funner in
I've
a
done
way.
that for many
kinda
times.
is.
So. But we are supposed to have the crew from the Wellston High School Drama Club coming in to talk Fiddler on the Roof. If I were a rich man. Why y'all look at me like that?
We enjoyed the entertainment.
We're waiting for you to finish the song.
That's all I know from it.
The thing that if I don't get a chance to ask, then you need to. I want to know if they have at least taught somebody to play the fiddle from the roof.
Probably not.
You're a band director, former band director. What's the difference in a fiddle and a violin?
I think
Appalachia.
it's all from the wrist back.
Yep.
It's from the wrist back. That's right.
Tell us, Clem.
Fiddle.
Tell us all about it, Clem.
Yeah, now
Fiddle.
it's a fiddle.
Take it off.
I got the hat on. Yeah, and if it's got a tuxedo on,
it's a
then
violin.
it's a violin. I think that's the biggest.
Hey,
difference.
speaking of violins, there is a great group out there. They're a modern day group called Black Violin. And it's a couple guys, a couple African-American guys that travel all around the nation. And they take like hip-hop and classical music and mesh
That
it
sounds
together.
cool. Oh,
and
yeah,
they put on a heck of a show.
They were on like
They were on one of the
America's Got
talent shows
or
several
something
years
to
ago,
that
yeah.
effect.
And they've
I don't know
since
how
then
people wear
toured.
cowboy hats.
And it's well, that one's a little small for your big head, I'm afraid. So,
Yeah.
but that's a Porterhouse one. It's a Porterhouse size head there. So, but I mean, if you get the chance to check them out, they haven't really reached the mainstream too much, but they are phenomenal in concert. We saw them at OU.
Play them. Let's
We,
play.
pull
Pull them up on.
okay, I'll pull them up and see if I
Well,
can.
if
find
we
one,
had
so.
Wi-Fi, maybe we could.
My computer's working fine.
Oh,
so,
is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't.
It's just yours. So I'll find some Black Violin. We'll play that coming up in the next break. Right now, a couple commercials, and we'll be back after this on Mix 96 FM.
Holzer Jenkins Memorial Clinic.
Mix 96 FM, just before 8:50 here on the Morning Crew. Thanks for joining us this morning. No, we're dealing with some technical issues out at the transmitter site, but we are broadcasting live, of course, through the Total Media Radio app. And if you've got that, spread the word and share it with your friends. It's available now in the App Store and the Google Play Store. You can listen no matter where you are. Well, the next group we have joining us in the studio, I really have to bring them in by just playing this little bit of information here. So. right, so I'm going to turn that down, let it just kind of play in the background there. But joining us in the studio this morning is the cast of the upcoming production of Fiddler on the Roof at Wellston High School. Good morning, guys and gals. How you doing this morning? So again, make sure you talk right into those mics. Get close to them when you come up there, and that way we'll be able to hear you out in radio land. So tell us exactly who you are. You can stay in character if you want, or you can share your real name, or you can do both, whatever you want to do. So who do we have?
I am Tevya, the milkman, father of 5 fair, lovely daughters, and my loving wife, Gode.
Yes, unfortunately, I am the wife of this poor man, Gode.
All right, and you are?
And I'm Hodel. I am the second oldest daughter.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a part of our time here this morning. So you guys are going to be putting on a production for us this weekend at Wellston High School. Tell us a little bit about the story. What is the story behind Fiddler on the Roof, in case people might not know it?
So the story of Fiddler on the Roof kind of is really about tradition and Jewish culture in like pre-revolutionary Russia. It's a story of Tevya and Golda and their 5 daughters, and each of the 3 daughters breaks tradition in some way. And meanwhile, there is a Russian invasion, and they are faced with troubles as they are forced out of their homes. And a lot of their foundation is shaken by those events.
So not necessarily uncommon to kind of some of the things that we're seeing in the world today, especially. So tell us a little bit about the play, when it's going to be. I know it's going to be this weekend. We've got 3 performances. Tell us about what we can expect this weekend.
We've got 3 performances lined up for you. On Saturday and Friday, those will start at 7 p.m. and on Sunday at 2 p.m. The play is about 2 hours long, but we know you will enjoy it.
And tell us how much it costs to get in.
It costs $5 to get in. You can purchase tickets at the Wellston High School, the Rusted Barn, or the coffee shop in Wellston.
And I believe there is also some reserve seating as well, if you want to pay a little bit extra and get even a better seat.
Yes, we are offering reserved seating for $10 at Wellston Middle School.
Awesome. And now, one thing that people may not realize, Fiddler on the Roof has been around for years. It's been seen on stage. It's been seen in movie form throughout the years. People may not realize how much of it they know. Of course, you know the song that we were just playing in the background, Tradition, which is one of the favorites and one of the most well-known. And actually, I believe it's the intro song for the musical, isn't it? And so it kind of sets the stage for where it's going. But then also, Tevya, you have the chance to sing a little bit of a song lamenting about life as a rich man, I do believe.
If I were a rich man, so
if everybody knows that song, and I believe there's a few other songs that are well known from it as well.
Matchmaker.
Yeah, so that's in there, and of course, so we get the love story, we get the action story, we get a little bit of everything this morning as you're hanging out and checking it out. So again, it's happening this weekend at Wellston High School, and in the cafetorium, I do believe, most likely.
Yes.
Okay. So if you want anything else you want to share with us as far as encouraging people, as far as what they can expect and what they should plan to do this weekend.
Well, as the good book says, celebrate your tradition with us this weekend.
There you go. And also, I'm not even going to attempt to do this, especially since I strained my back yesterday, but I'm assuming that most likely we will have the infamous Russian bottle dance at some point in time in the musical. Will that be making its way in there? Are we going to have that? Hopefully.
Still in the works.
Still in the works. It's not easy. I know that I've seen, but thank you guys for coming in this morning and looking forward to a great production this weekend. And you're going to go over next door to Main Street TV and spend a little time talking to the crew over there. And so we'll look forward to a great production this weekend. Again, it's Friday and Saturday, 7 p.m.
Yes.
Tickets on sale now at the Rusted Barn or at the high school for $5, or you can get reserved seating at Wellston Middle School for $10, and then a performance on Sunday at 2. Thanks for joining us this morning, and God bless your family as you go. So,
Mazel tov.
all right, thanks for joining us this morning. Lots more coming up here on Mix 96 FM.